Okay, so this is just a quick, easy test review, basically to tell you what you need to know, what you need to look at, what you need to study. So your test covers everything from second quarter we've done so far. So cells, energy transfer, metabolism, how we use energy, all that stuff. Okay, so the first thing we did was the intro to cells foldable. So cell theory, all living things are made of cells. Cells perform the functions necessary to support life, and all cells come from other cells. So there's two kinds of cells, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. We mostly looked at eukaryotes, so plants and animal cells, cells that have a nucleus. Prokaryotes don't have organelles. They don't have a nucleus. They're basically just bacteria cells. We'll look at them in the next unit, but you just need to know that there's two kinds of cells, those with a nucleus, eukaryotes. Remember, eukaryote, and prokaryotes, which don't have a nucleus. Cells perform the functions necessary to support life through their organelles, which perform specific tasks and functions to support the cell. And you should know all about the organelles and what they do because you already had a quiz on it. And then all cells come from other cells through mitosis or meiosis, the two different methods for cell division. Mitosis is basically just gives you a duplicate cell. Meiosis gives you two cells with half the number of chromosomes. So in us, it's the sperm cells and egg cells that would come together to make a new life. Okay. Color a cell. Make sure you know the organelles of the cell and their function. If you aced the quiz, you know them. If you did not ace the quiz, you don't know them. So make sure you know them for the test because you don't want to get burned twice. Okay, photosynthesis. We did that activity with the blocks. So photosynthesis is where sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide are converted into oxygen and glucose. You need to know the equation. Just know it. I didn't put it in here. You can look it up. You can find it. It's on that sheet with the leaves on it. You had to figure it out. Know where it happens in the cell. Know the energy, which is written on here, the energy provided for this to happen. Remember, it's an endothermic reaction. You put energy in. And I bet you can guess what the next one is, which is cellular respiration. Basically the opposite of photosynthesis. Again, know the equation, know where it happens in a cell. The excess energy you get out of cellular respiration is called ATP, adenosine triphosphate, but you don't need to know that. ATP is used by the cells. It's the energy used to power almost all of life's essential processes. You'll learn all about ATP in high school biology, and they'll be so glad that you already know what it is and where it comes from. That's it for that. Okay, food webs, autotrophs, heterotrophs, how they're connected and interconnected, how this energy transfer between cellular respiration and photosynthesis are all interconnected. We played that game, Holy Cow. You've learned about food webs and food chains before, so I'm not too worried about you in this section. I just wanted to mention it. Because there might be a short answer question on the test. All right. And then we did the stations lab. So from the stations lab, the first station was the basal and active metabolic rate. Basal metabolic rate was the amount of calories you need to survive if all you do all day is sleep, breathe, and perform life's basic functions. So basically, you don't even get out of bed. And then your active metabolic rate is the amount of calories you need to go through an average day. You got up, you went to school, whatever it is that you do in a day. So your basal metabolic rate, when you calculated it, should have been about 1,200. Active metabolic rate should have been up around 2,000. Digestion and organ systems. Sorry, this is so small, but I posted the PowerPoint of this on Blackboard too. So no, in general, the order in which food goes through your digestive system, I'm not asking you to memorize it at all. But if the liver comes before the mouth, you should know that that's wrong, okay? Digestion occurs to break down carbohydrates. There should be an S there. Carbohydrates, sorry. Lipids and fats, you want to break them down into amino acids, which are the building blocks of proteins. If any of that sounds crazy to you, go back on Blackboard, and the PowerPoint from Station 6 is still up. And then understand the relationship between organ systems. I believe this was Station 5. So like a healthy heart moves oxygen to the cells quicker. If you exercise, you increase your active metabolic rate, which helps your digestion. So they kind of all work together. So just make sure that you understand that. Go ahead. There's one more. Oh, it went too far. Oh, I must not have linked it. Let me see if I can fix it right now without hurting myself. Oh gosh, what is that? I could go to edit it, but that would take forever. Okay, and then the last one is calories and energy balance. Calories in should equal calories out. You did a whole station about like how many calories you take in a day and how many calories you're outputting as a middle school student. So calories in should equal calories out. If you're over or under, that's going to cause like weight change. The last station you read about not getting enough calories, which can cause all sorts of health problems. Vital organs to fail because you don't have enough calories to power them. Like your basal metabolic rate is how many you need just to be alive. Heart to pump, lungs to breathe, all that stuff. You don't want those organs to fail. Your muscles will waste away. Your bones will get weak. You'll be tired. Just all sorts of horrible, horrible things. So that in a nutshell is what's on the test, what we're testing you on. So use that. Go through this. Make sure you know all the parts, and you'll do great on Tuesday, and then you can have a fantastic, relaxing break.